Hey guys, here with another cool resin, blackjack. A nice bust of blackjack by Gillgill. These have been getting printed a few times the past year, and I was able to get my hands on one for a great price, and I was very excited because Gillgill makes some terrific busts, and it's just awesome. Blackjack is a classic character, and seeing one modernized is awesome to see. So I haven't taken a look at it yet, so this is the first time. This is a nice box. Alright, here we go. Alright, so body, head, tie, hair. I'm guessing the hair is separated so it's easier to paint the white from his face. So that's cool. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, parts separated. This is nice. Still minty fresh. Look at that, that's nice. Yo, he makes some really nice stuff. If you're into resins or getting into resins and you want something anime, try to get a Gillgill bust of any of his characters he does. It's just awesome. This is so nice. Tezuka Productions. Oh, nice. Very well balanced, very detailed. The details there. Very little cleanup. And I'm excited. Pin right there. Oh, that's nice. It goes in no problem. Alright, let's take a look at the head. I'm really liking painting busts because I get to focus more on the skin and the face and all the fun parts, and I don't have to worry about painting the whole body, which is very, very time consuming. With busts, you can just pump them out if you really want to. So here we go. We are looking at the head. The head came like this. Alright. Okay. Alright. Damn, that is nice, man. Look at that. That is one hell of a sculpt. One hell of a sculpt. The eyes are nice. The scars are nice. Facial hair. The scar, the face. Wow, this is a really nice model. And the hair is very, very well done. Not choppy at all. I don't even see any breaks. Some flashing, nothing bad. So let's take a look. It goes together like nothing. Goes with that. And this one is going to like that. Alright. Look at how cool that is. Damn, that is nice. Great size, great everything, great piece. Definitely want to focus on the skin on this one. The rest of his outfit is pretty simple. Even the hair is simple. It's just you got to focus on that skin. You want that to really pop out, especially the tone between the scar. This is really nice. So now let me just start doing a little cleanup, and then I can soak him and start painting him. I'm just going to go right into it. Just started the initial cleanup. I just went over the flash with my razor. I usually like to use the edge of my razor and just sand things smooth with it. For this, I rescribed the lines he has on his collar, just added more depth with my scriber. For pieces that have large mold lines, I like to go over with a pencil, and then I go over with some sandpaper so I know where to hit. But more imperfections show up after you prime. The easiest part of resin is drilling and pinning. You know, nothing much to explain here. Very common shit.
So after I have the parts sit in purple power for about a week, I just go in with some lukewarm water and I just scrub all the pieces pretty thoroughly. I let them sit overnight and dry. So then I could throw on a slap of primer tomorrow and see if there's any more imperfections. Now I'm going to go in and give this a quick coat of Mr. Surfacer Primer right out of the rattle can. This just saves me time instead of trying to mix it in my airbrush, and this is just for the first initial prime stage, because after this I sand it anyway and check for imperfections. I didn't really record my cleanup process. It's just a lot of light sanding, the sponges, you know, Madwork sponges or Mr. Hobby sponges, and then I just lightly surface and checking for imperfections. The hair had the most cleanup, and this bow had a lot of cleanup too. It's not that bad. So I started with the hair, the white part. I used an off-white color to give it full coverage, then let that dry. So for the shirt I used the same white color. I started off with light layers and built them up. So take note, what I'm doing here is I'm angling the hair, so when I do the second coat, I'm pretty much just hitting the highlighted areas of the hair. I'm not going into the cracks and the crevices. This way it gives it more depth. Also went over the part again. I didn't record it with some GX Cool White for a brighter white finish for the highest part of the hair. If you watch closely, you can see where I'm hitting the higher areas with the white again, and like the top of the collar, the ripples on the shirt, shit like that. So the shirt was like 3 coats of the off-white, and see here, I'm just hitting the highest parts of the shirt. For the hair, I started off using GX Black to give it a full dark black coverage. This way I got every crack and crevice. And then I'm going to go over with an off-black color, a gray black. For the suit, I did the same with the GX Black, just did it full coverage, besides the back of the bust where I wanted to add a red accent to it. Here's where I'm using that off black. It's like a black-gray mix for the highlighted areas of the hair, where I'm not trying to paint the darker corners of the hair. Same thing, just gonna go highlight the corners of the suit with a little dark black gray mix, so it's not just all monotone one color. For here, this is where I started using a blood red mix for the back accent of the bust and for the tie. I started mixing with a little darker, and then I worked my way up with the lighter red colors.
Yeah, I'm the worst when it comes to recording myself painting flesh. When painting flesh, it's like a whole different process. You just have to get into it, and you're going back and forth with every type of paints you can mix up. So what I did was, this is the normal flesh side. I'm gonna mask it off to do his second half of his face, where it's more purple. But this is a mix of red, yellow, blue, where I got a flesh tone out of it, and then I hit it on an angle like this, pretty much when I'm painting. I hit it first with the flesh tone that I mix. I cover the whole piece, and then I angle it, and then I hit it with Moto's paints. They have a good set of skin tones. I just go from there. I'm awful. I'm sorry. Maybe one day I'll record myself painting skin. Today's not that day, but I like how it turned out. It turned out pretty nice. My advice for people that really want to get into skin tone: keep it simple. Trust me, just keep it simple. When you're painting these anime characters, you know, you're not looking for skin tone depth. You're just looking for a nice skin, readable, nothing crazy, good to go. Alright, I like how it turned out. Now I'm gonna go in with the second half.
For this, I'm giving it full coverage, and then I'm gonna go in and start layering up my paints for the skin.
So this is now the face. This other half of the face all done. I started off base coating it with some the hell is this called? Interesting shade. You know, Tim Gore's Creatix illustration colors, Bloodline. I recommend this paint set for male flesh. It helps a lot. And then after that, you know, I shade it more with natural mixed with some of the purple still, and then a light natural for the higher areas, and you know, natural. Basically use these, mix them together, have fun with it until you get your desired looks. And then I sealed it with Mondo's flesh effect like this. I don't know what this does, but it does the trick. It does everything I want it to do. It basically turns paint and makes it into flesh. Just put that on, nice coat, easy does it. So now the stressful part. Let's see how it turned out. Easy, gentle. Ay. Fuck. Swear to God, if my paint gets stripped off because it's fucking resin. Even though the shit's been scrubbing, sitting and soaking for a while. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Easy, come on. Don't you strip on me. Oh. Oh man, that looks sick, bro. Fuck yeah. Oh, bro. That turned out a lot better than I thought. Sick. Sick, man. Now I'm gonna slap a gloss coat on it, then I can start painting all the details. So yeah, gloss coat time.
Now off to doing some touch-ups. I love using Vallejo Black. It's my favorite fucking acrylic paint to use. It's so nice for coverage and so nice for black touch-ups. Hey, not everything's perfect, man. We all do fuck-ups. You know, we're only human. We're not fucking robots here. Now I'm gonna get shit like, oh, there's imperfections. You can see the acrylic from the lacquer. Oh, trust me, when you top coat it, you won't see shit. It all blends in. For this part, I just made a little wash, light gray, just to highlight some of the parts of the shirt and some parts of the hair. This is a very important part when it comes to dealing with skin. It's an easy way out if you want more depth, more for complexions. If you're not familiar with oils or acrylic layering or something like that, get yourself a nice set of chalk pastels from Volks. They make skin tones, and this saved my ass, man. This helps so much. You scrape a little with your knife, make the powder out of it. Use some beat up old brushes and Q-tips, and see what I'm doing? Just powdering in all these cracks and crevices, and you're gonna see a huge difference. Highly recommend. So this just shows you what I do also. Even for the purple side, I use purple powder. They have it all, like makeup effects. Just use that. See what I'm doing? It's that easy, man. Just scrape it, get a beat up brush, and fucking go at it. And you could top coat this shit. It's so good, man. Highly recommend. Now I'm just using a Citadel wash for the scar. Very simple to do. Whatever excess I had, I just wiped it off. I don't care if it got on the skin. With gloss skin, that's why I gloss my I gloss my shit. So when I'm painting, hand painting, I could just comes right off if I fuck up. Really cool shit. Natural lip color. This shit works. The lighter the colors for more natural male. If you keep doing layers and layers, the brighter pinker it gets for female tones. It's really nice paint to use. Now I'm just painting the facial hair and the eyebrows. I start off with the Vallejo black, and then I'm going to go over, highlight it with the same color I used to airbrush the hair, which was that G-Paint off black color. Fun part, eyes. Follow my technique, this will help you out. I start with ivory white from Vallejo, do a couple light coats, get it nice. Then I go in with Citadel, the red shade they use. This acts as a natural fillant around your eyes where you got a pinkish reddish tone around your eyes. And then you go ahead and hit it again with more Vallejo white, ivory white for a second coat, and it helps a lot to get natural eye colors. Yeah, I'm absolutely shit at recording myself doing this stuff, because when it comes to painting eyes, skin, all those important details, I'm too focused on it. But I hope it helps. I'm sorry. When it comes to painting the eyeball color, like the iris and everything, I start with the darker color first. I get my full, like here, and then I'm going to build up layers, light layers, with acrylics, just like that. Then work your way up to the pupil. Here I'm recording myself fuck this up. Look how bad it goes. Look at this. Oh, I fucked up. Don't worry, I fix it. Here's a before and after shot of airbrushing. This is after I airbrushed it with no depth yet, before I did the chalk pastels. And this is after I applied the chalk pastels, facial, and everything else. Looks a lot better. Now the fun part, GX114 Smooth Flat Coat. Use this to top coat your parts, and then let it dry, and then have fun assembling your finished model. So here's a cool technique to help out with your iris colors. Get some enamel, thin it down a bit, and go over the color. So like I painted his eyes red, I wanted to put a little red enamel on it. It helps blend the colors and makes it a little more deeper. It's a pretty simple technique. And here I'm correcting that little white speck I put on eyes, because I fucked up the last one. But yeah, you gotta do this for your model. It just makes it so much better. Look how nice that looks. Here's a new technique I just learned. My buddy pointed it out. She said scrape some color, some more chalk pastel, and put it over the eyebrows and facial hair to give it more of a smear look, a little more natural. You'll see how it turns out after. If you look closely, see how it turned out? It's kind of what I was hoping for. It helps a lot for natural look. And here I'm gonna top coat the eyes with a little clear enamel. I just thin it down, hit it with my hand brush, and that's it. Let it dry. This is about, I put probably 2-3 coats on it. Probably let like 10 minutes in between each coat dry. And it's done deal. I love using gel, CA glue when assembling my models. It's just so much control. You don't want this shit, you don't want the glue flowing all over your finished painted model. It's gonna break your heart. It's gonna break your heart. But on that, pretty simple assembly. I loved it. Fun model. Alright, final thoughts on the model. It's awesome. It's very easy. Very simple. Very quick to do. I knocked this out in 2 days. Pretty impressed with myself because my life is very busy. And I'm shocked I was able to get that much time, spare that much time to even work on a model. The hair was a little choppy after prime.
The whole rest of the model is really nice. There was rarely any bubbles. The hair had some air bubbles in the hair, and then like I had to like get in there and scrub down a little more. For the most part, the skin, the face was really well sculpted. Not a lot of cleanup. Some nasty lines in the shoulders over here, which wasn't too bad, with some metal files. His little, I don't know what the hell this thing's called, this little tie had some nasty mold lines I was able to get rid of. The tie came out a little darker than I thought, but I think that works well with this whole theme going on. This, gloomy looking fucking guy. But I think it came out pretty good. Thank God it's sculpted by hand. I'm starting to fucking hate these fucking 3D printed models being recasted in resin, because it's nothing but 3D lines, 3D lines, 3D lines everywhere. I'll take an air bubble over a model covered in 3D lines. Oh my god. And then plus like the quality, it just looks like this is so nice. This is sculpted so nice. This is a real professional looking model. So yeah, I'm a huge fan. Awesome. I'm gonna keep supporting this guy. I'm gonna try to keep getting more of his shit. But yeah, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll make another video in another year. All right, take care.
疑うほどに信じる前に